What's up, LEGO fans? Welcome back to Mikey Likes Bricks. Today we're going to be looking at a new Star Wars Ultimate Collector Series set that was just released May 1st, 2025. This set, when it was announced, was a complete surprise to me, and I was really excited because it presumably was going to replace one of my most favorite sets, set 75060, the Ultimate Collector Series Slave 1. So Slave 1 retailed for $199.99 when it released, approximately 2,000 pieces, just shy of that. So, perfect shape, perfect ship. I mean, it really represented well for the time, 2015. But yeah, so LEGO announced the replacement or next iteration of the Ultimate Collector Series set in 75409, the Jango Fett UCS Fire Spray class Starship. First impressions, taking a look at this box, pretty cool. What sticks out to me initially is the shape of the ship. I mean, I love how you can see 10 years of progression in parts usage and building techniques. So super cool. Really excited to take a look at that. Also, I already thought the other ship was really a great representation of the ship, but with this set now in 2025, retailing for $299.99 with almost 1,000 more pieces at $29.70, you can really see the ship take a more realistic to the movie prop shape, which is awesome. So parts usage, techniques, all have evolved. Totally cool. So super excited to build that. It looks amazing. Comes with two minifigures, of course, Jango Fett and young Boba Fett. So we'll look at those more closely as we go along. But overall, super excited about the look. The box art, although I really don't, think much of the box stuff. When you compare the two boxes, I mean, obviously, it would have been cool to have, Camino in the background, as opposed to just this bland black. But, it's hard to top Cloud City and Boba Fett, and that's such an iconic scene from Empire Strikes Back. But anyway, let's see what we got. All right, so let's see what we've got. We've got So, looks like we're at 23 numbered bags, instruction manual, and windscreen piece. So let's get into it. The set comes with two instruction manuals. So inside book one of the instruction manuals, you have a little area that from the designer, and you can pause and read that if you like. And also some more information about Jango, and of course the ship, a little story, backstory about father and son, clone and clone, and more details about the ship. Go ahead and pause and read if you'd like. And here we go. The UCS Jango Fett's Fire Spray class Starship is a stunning model, measuring approximately 17.5 inches long, 15.5 inches wide, and 7.5 inches deep. Designed for ages 18 plus, this 2,970-piece set provides a complex yet rewarding build, likely to take around 8 to 10 hours to complete. The set faithfully captures the ship's sleek, curved aesthetic, with a dark bluish and light bluish gray and white color scheme that mirrors its on-screen appearance. Some new curved elements were created to achieve the ship's smooth contours, particularly around the domed lower section, making it a significant upgrade in movie-accurate shape. The build incorporates clever functionality that balances playability and display. Key features include a press-down main entrance, a compartment for the iconic seismic charge, and adjustable blaster cannons. The cockpit, accessible via a removable section, seats both Jango and young Boba Fett, with detailed controls to add to authenticity. The ship can be showcased in two modes: landing position on its flat base, or flight mode on a black display stand, which includes a printed UCS plaque with ship specs. The stand ensures that the wings remain horizontal when tilted, mimicking the ship's unique in-flight orientation, a brilliant touch that fans would and should expect. Attention to detail is evident in elements like the Arabish markings, including a sticker referencing Uvu 4, the prism moon tied to the ship's origin. However, the use of stickers for key details such as the seismic charge and cockpit panels is a minor drawback for a premium UCS set, as printed pieces would elevate durability and ease of application. The model's exterior is robust, ensuring limited swooshability, but overall a lasting display piece. A new trans-clear windscreen seems to be a similar yet improved element to its predecessor and adds realism to the overall cockpit design. The set includes two exclusive minifigures, Jango Fett and young Boba Fett. Jango's minifigure is a standout, featuring detailed printing on his Mandalorian armor, a new helmet rangefinder, and dual blasters, making it one of LEGO's finest bounty hunter designs. Let's first take a look at Jango Fett here. So we have leg printing, arm printing on each side. Looks really sharp. New helmet, and of course the new rangefinder debuting with Jango. Arm printing again, and his leg printing. Overall, this figure is really awesome looking. Minus the color of the jetpack, I think this is about as good as Jango gets in Lego minifigure form. Next we have Boba, and so there's a lot of complaints online about this minifigure, and it really stems around what I've heard and seen is the hair. I was thinking about this just lately as I was watching Attack of the Clones, and the scene that really harkens to me personally when I think of this ship, Jango Fett's Slave One, Jango Fett, and Boba Fett, young Boba Fett, is when they're on the landing pad in Kamino. And what's happening at that point? Well, Boba is scrambling through the rain to, get the ship fired up and the guns started while his dad is, battling Obi-Wan Kenobi. And, maybe his hair is just wet. So I think that's my take on it, and I'm not going to hit on the minifigure too much more than that. Priced at $299.99, the set offers a cost per piece ratio of about 10 cents, aligning with other UCS sets. While the minifigures don't have display slots on the stand, the set's scale and presence make it a focal point for any collection. It's a nostalgic tribute to Attack of the Clones, appealing to fans who've long awaited Jango's ship in UCS form. Okay, and here we have Jango Fett's Ultimate Collector Series Firespray Class Starship. So, some thoughts on the set. Well, I think it was a great build, and it displays very well, especially in this configuration where it appears to be, you could picture it flying after Obi-Wan as it maneuvers to deploy its seismic charge. A lot of great features on this set. You've got the cannons, of course, that rotate. Like I just mentioned, you've got the seismic charge in the back. Just kind of pops out. It's a little tricky, but, let's say you don't. So there's that. Let's just go ahead and take it off the stand here. You'll see the wings will rotate down as they should. Canopy pops off like so, and then you've got a little crew member area where you can put Boba and Jango, and some seats below for some other passengers as well. Also, the loading ramp, pretty cool. You can just push this down and it opens up, and you can pretend that you're going to load something in there, but there's no room to load anything there. But still cool, nonetheless, and very satisfying little feature right there. One thing about the ship that really kind of, I have to mention, bothers me a little bit, is, there's a certain silhouette that comes to mind when I think of Slave One, and that's the ship sitting on the launch pad in Bespin. And you can picture Boba Fett loading Han Solo's block of carbonite up into the cargo bay, and in my mind, I can see Slave One and the silhouette of the ship. And this angle is very prominent in that shot. It's even one of the first promo shots that they released for the set. You can see right there. So this is the angle they photographed it at, and this is the very first photo that I saw of the set. And when I saw this photo, I was like, this is going to be awesome. This looks great, because it looks a lot like another set that we have right here on hand that I'm going to show you. And that is 75060. And as you can see, that angle is very prominent there, much like this photo here. But I think the angle they took it at was very low. Either way, it's just a personal preference, but for me, I think that this is more important to me than this oval shape. While this oval shape is very cool and it looks really awesome, I mean, it's tomato, tomato, you know. Is this important to you, or is this important to you? I mean, at the end of the day, it comes down to how you're going to display it. I think this, to me, is displayed, you know, better in this configuration, and you know, this model here may be displayed better in this configuration. So, you know, it's really what you like. But overall, fantastic set. And with that, that's all for now. Leave a like and a comment, and subscribe if you're interested in seeing more Lego videos and reviews from me. And let me know in the comments what you'd like to see reviewed, and I'll try to queue it up for you. Thanks.